Yo, King Sage here, known as the Cosmic Sun Deity, Sage the Sun Deity. I'm here with a message to the collective or for the collective. you know, First thing I want to speak upon is that, you know, especially in this moment now, as indigenous people, you should be aware that, this is your home, this is your domain. Now, for years and lifetimes, they try to just simply keep you away from that or give you information that takes you further and further away from knowing that. Now, those of us that are conscious and aware, you know what I'm saying, we chose to accept within ourselves that the information of what people say that God, creator, the universe, or the most high, that energy, you know what I'm saying, is housed inside of us. And when you understand and understand the human vessel, especially as an indigenous man and woman, and what's housed inside of your vessel, and I'm speaking upon the neuromelanin and carbon within your skin, as well as for women that have, the mitochondria Eve gene, you know what I'm saying? And, you guys being the portal and, understanding that you're melanin, you know what I'm saying? And the melanin connect, the melanin and carbon connection in housed inside of your vessel connects you not only to the planet and not only to the planet, but nature and everything around you. You know what I'm saying? So now, within us, we see that indigenous people, you know what I'm saying, of this planet have not only housed information, you know what I'm saying, but certain gifts and abilities, you know what I'm saying, that would consider you as, superhuman, or, consider you as, something more. You come from something more, you know what I'm saying? Because what's housed inside of you is not only here in this planet, you know what I'm saying, but stems outside, you know what I'm saying? And you can find in nature, you know what I'm saying, and all around you. Now, when you speak on the connections we have with things, you know what I'm saying, we have a connection to the sun, you know what I'm saying? So, what is that sun going to do? The sun is going to awaken that DNA, awaken you to, the melanin and the carbon that is within you. It's going to awaken you to your true nature, your true self. The self, you know what I'm saying, that they've tried so hard, you know what I'm saying, to keep you away from. Now, when we speak upon this conscious walk or awakening, you know, it cannot, always be easy for some individuals because the information that they're now receiving, you know what I'm saying, through via their intuition, via through source, the information that they're receiving, you know what I'm saying, this information has been kept away from you so much to the point when you start to become aware and awaken to that message, you know what I'm saying, or to the divinity housed inside of you, you get what I'm saying? You get looked at a certain way, or you may appear a certain way because those around you may not be tapping into that same information. But you took it upon yourself you've taken it upon yourself to become conscious and tune into that, which is a grand thing. Because once you understand that, you know what I'm saying, making that once you understand that you made that choice, you know what I'm saying, to become aware of the information, you know what I'm saying, that the cosmos has, or that source has, or that even, your higher self has. Once you make that choice, you know what I'm saying, once you make that choice, you realize it was up to you all along. You know what I'm saying? It was up to you to, you know, grow and evolve, you know what I'm saying, as a being, in this human experience. It's up to you to tap into that consciousness, you know what I'm saying, that higher consciousness that, humans can tune into, but you have to make that conscious choice to be aware of. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because if you make it a conscious choice to be aware of who and what you are, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to accomplish this lifetime or achieve, it is possible for you to achieve it. It is possible for you to, lock it within yourself, but you're gonna have to do the work. And sometimes it takes you doing things that others are not willing to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to have your eyes, you know what I'm saying, 100%, on your own paper, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not here to save everyone. You know what I'm saying? You are here to remind individuals that, they can save themselves, or, that there is an ascension going on this planet, and you as an individual have to do the due diligence. You know what I'm saying? We can't expect a new world or a new world order, or we can't expect real unity and abundance, real liberation, real tribes coming together, real bloodlines coming together. If we want to constantly, you know what I'm saying, go against the grain and go against our nature. You know what I'm saying? We are who we are. You know what I'm saying? Especially being here on the planet, you know what I'm saying? It's a grand thing. You should be proud of who you are. You should be proud of the divinity inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Despite what this world may say or think. It's already bad enough, you know what I'm saying, as an indigenous person with locks, you know what I'm saying? And, being in this world, you know what I'm saying? They already have like a negative connotation on us, a negative perspective on us. You know what I'm saying? A negative viewpoint upon us, you know what I'm saying? And as conscious people, especially when, people talk about the spiritual or these communities, you know what I'm saying, we should be, promoting the at most like the most created, I mean the most correct example of how man, woman, and indigenous people should be. You know what I'm saying? We can't expect to we can't expect to be like, we want something new. We want a new earth, a new reality, or something new to come in, and then think we're going to bring the same old distractions and, narratives and things that never got us anywhere. You feel me? Into the new. Charge my phone. That's not how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? As men and women, we need each other, especially if we're talking about liberating the planet, getting things in order, getting the tribes in order, you know what I'm saying? Getting the family in order, getting the kingdom in order. You know what I'm saying? We need each other in that. We can't do it alone. We have to work together. You know what I'm saying? And those of us that are conscious, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're destined to be, whatever you came here to be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your mission is, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how that looks like for you, no, nor can any other individual, speak to you and tell you what that looks like for you. So I say all that to say, those of us that are conscious and aware, you know what I'm saying, to choose to experience this ascension, and experience this energy, and experience nature and the cosmos in its totality for what it is. Those of us that choose, we're gonna know how to move. We're gonna know how to be, and we're gonna know how to operate. You know what I'm saying? Because we simply, you feel me, have to, you know what I'm saying, be correct. We have to be that example. As people say, we are the chosen ones. We are the chosen people. So when we speak about being kings and queens and gods and goddesses and, being leaders, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, we gotta hold ourselves up to that stature. We gotta move in that way, move accordingly and correct, you know what I'm saying, in that manner. And those of you that truly, truly know, you know what I'm saying, you understand that, we're, you know, well, those of you that truly, truly know, you feel me, will kind of understand that, you know, it's just, there's nothing to, prove, you know what I'm saying, or explain when you reach that kind of status. You know what I'm saying? It's the way you gotta move. And the reason why I'm bringing this message is to, make beings understand and understand that, you know, don't focus on the people that don't get it, that don't understand, or, that don't see you. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone as an individual, for this ascension, for this to shift on the planet, you know what I'm saying? Or to be in tune with nature, the source, the higher self, your spirit team, etc. You as an individual have to do that work for yourself. And no one's gonna do that work for you. You feel me? So once you kind of understand that, no one can really tell you how to do that work and how to go about that work. And I know how it be, how us conscious people, we want to go out here and help the world, heal the collective, change the world. But you also gotta remind people, like, the way this world is, the way things is set up is toxic, and it is not, that the healthiest, you know what I'm saying, for us to grow and expand ourselves in, you know what I'm saying. But if we're aware of that, and we're becoming more aware of that, and we truly, truly accept that awareness, then we can go out here and build a real kingdom, build a real structure, you know what I'm saying? Build a real civilization that has real order, that actually works for us, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, allows us to fully be in our connection with nature and source. As a man and woman that is conscious in this point, you know what I'm saying? I think as of now, we're all looking for that individual, you feel me? Like, every king, you feel me, is looking for their queen, as well as every queen is looking for their king. You know what I'm saying? And I know that for the most part, when you look at this experience, you feel me, as far as like, learning the lesson of, being a creator and manifesting your reality, and you have the ultimate power in your reality, you know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of understand and understand that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it is up to you to become whole within yourself and, work on the things, within yourself, you know what I'm saying, before you go out here and mess with an individual, interact with an individual. But the reason why I've even brought up indigenous people, you know what I'm saying, in this conversation is because, as you can clearly see, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, as indigenous people, you feel me, there's this narrative upon us, you know what I'm saying, that, we don't know anything, or we're ignorant, or we're monkeys, or basically, like, we're the fools of the planet, you know what I'm saying? And that couldn't be, honestly, that couldn't be any further from the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're a man and woman here, you feel me, on this planet, feel me, you should be moving towards being that example in the collective, you feel me, of how what a real man or woman truly is, or what a real indigenous man or woman looks like, you feel me, that is connected to this land. We don't got time to be arguing and bickering and going back and forth, you feel me, and what's been done to us in the past, you feel me, because ultimately it's up to us to do something about it now, you feel me, make that change now, make that efforts now. It's really been that time, you feel me, to see for the longest time. And that's where I realized, we're not the same. As a man, you feel me, in this ascension, you should be getting your life together, you feel me? And the reason why you do that mission, you feel me, is because you're doing it, most importantly, you're doing it for yourself, you feel me? And most importantly, you know what I'm saying, you're helping your family. You're helping your bloodline, which is very important. And if you can do that, you can go out here and help the collective. That's for both men and women. But for men, we got to understand that. Feel me? We have to be, well established within ourselves and in our spaces, you know what I'm saying? So, we can be that stand up example for the collective, you know what I'm saying? And people can actually come around you and, hear that message. This all has to be correct. This all has to be strategic. This all has to be in order. You know what I'm saying? No more of the bullshit. No more of the bullshit because everyone around you thinks it's cool or everyone around you thinks it's something to do. You know what I'm saying? As Star Seeds, we are the revolution. We're not here to follow the crowd. We're not here to, follow the trend. We're here to create something new. We're here to bring in the new. We're here to create new trends. You feel me? And that's why by nature, I think that it's up to um, the parents to, properly, give the correct information to the child. You know what I'm saying? But these are information and things that are already inside of you. These are things by nature that, the adults should be passing down the correct information. So my generation, you know what I'm saying, can pass down that correct information to the youth, you know what I'm saying? Because the star seeds here are the real light to this ascension, you know what I'm saying, and hold the real keys, you know what I'm saying? But if we don't remind each other of that, you know what I'm saying, as indigenous people, you know what I'm saying, then we get comfortable when we accept the bare minimum of what this world has to offer and what, you know what I'm saying, what this world has to offer. And as children of the sun, we don't have to accept any of the lies and the bullshit and anything, you know what I'm saying, they throw at us by nature, you know what I'm saying, because it is our nature to know that this is our home and this is our domain and that we, have the power and capability to protect it. As men and women, when you're conscious and aware, you're not powerless despite people do not see you or understand your message or know where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're not meant to. Sometimes it's meant for you to see. It's meant for you to embrace. It's not meant for everyone. You know what I'm saying? And those that it's meant for, this ascension, this shift, you know what I'm saying, this energy in the planet, those that it's meant for is for the individuals that actually been doing the work to not only be open to receive, and gain and grow and expand, you know what I'm saying? But those that are ready to, move on and, embrace that this is their home and this is their domain, you have a connection in that. And this planet knows that you have a connection in that. So don't let the outside world and the naysayers and people speak upon the work that you did for yourself to get through life or get through this ascension, or to be a stand-up individual in this human experience. Because I see how the crab in the bucket mentality, you know what I'm saying, or the mentality of, you know you feel me, the mentality of, if this person's growing and improving, instead of even complimenting or giving that man or woman individual grace for their experience and what they built and the work that they put in, instead they want to tear it down. And you got to really realize, especially in this time, in this moment now, in the ascension, individuals that want to be in that energy, wants to continue to be in that space, they won't have no place for you. They don't have no place for you. They won't have no place in this ascension. They won't have no place in the new. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to not hold no attachments. It's good to experience this, like, and go about this experience and enjoy this experience, but it's also a grand thing to not get comfortable and not get caught up in this experience, because all they would want you to really do is just be a yes man or woman, you know what I'm saying, in this world, or be comfortable with the bare minimum. But when you as an individual start to realize your gifts and your capabilities and your divinity, you know within yourself and by nature that you deserve more. You know what I'm saying? And no one could tell you or stop you or take you away from that more. That's why I love where this experience is going, because those of you that, you feel me, done the work, you deserve to relax. You deserve to chill. You deserve to laugh. You deserve to play. You deserve to have fun, but just be ready, you know what I'm saying, to be correct. You know what I'm saying? Just be ready to, even if you don't want it, you know what I'm saying? When you're an individual taking care of yourself and working on yourself, you inspire people. You know what I'm saying? People want to know how you do it, you know what I'm saying? And how you take it upon yourself to make it happen every single day, or, take these steps. So my message is for us, this message is for us to, understand that we got to bring forth real order. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting here saying that I want to be the greatest and I want to achieve greatness, and, I want to, be a leader, you know what I'm saying, or assist a collective, you feel me, or be rich and successful, be a king or queen or a leader, it's certain responsibilities with that come with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain way you got to move when it comes to that, and that's all it be. But you can't be, you feel me, you can't play both sides, you know what I'm saying, you can't be a part, you can't say you want the new and want the change and want elevation, and then doing the same old stuff that don't bring forth that change or don't bring forth the elevation or don't bring forth that growth. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, that's what it is. And for the most part, it'd be a lot of people that want to pull you in that energy, want to bring you in that energy of, you can play both sides, or you can be both sides, or you can be, ignorant and still, go about your ascension. You know what I'm saying? But once you understand, I'm gonna cut this video off. You feel me? Because I'm not trying to ramble and go on and make this message too long. But like, once you kind of understand and understand where we're going, what's going on truly on the planet, it's a certain way we have to move. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand and understand that way of moving, there will be no need for beings to be around you that ain't moving in that direction. And I'm talking about for the ascension, the planet, and nature, and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Me shouldn't be too vested in what the next person is doing. You know what I'm saying? Or worrying about what they're gonna do. As an individual, you should be paying attention to the choices and moves that you're making in your reality. You feel me? That's assisting you and getting you to where you're supposed to be. And if you can master that and grow in that, then you can definitely go out here and help individuals and assist beings, etc., etc. So yeah, just for y'all to just be aware of that. Be aware of that in your ascension. You feel me? Continue to just grow. Continue to get nature and continue to remind yourself that this is for you. This is in your favor. You know what I'm saying? As indigenous people, the sun people, the copper race people, feel me? What we house inside of us is unique and is like no other, and we should be embracing that wholeheartedly, with confidence, not fear, with confidence, and embracing the fact of like not everyone's you, not everyone's like you, not everyone's gonna think like you, everyone's not everyone can have that same potential, same energy, you feel me, to do what you do. So how can anyone tell you? How can anyone really say anyone to anyone about this ascension when we're all here being a part of it? And trust the process, because you can't you can't force a tree to grow. You know what I'm saying? You can't force a seed to sprout. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't force anyone to see you or see your light or see your potential or see what you're capable. You're gonna have people that like you, don't like you. That's okay. That's just what life is. You feel me? You're gonna have people that understand and understand. You're gonna have some that just don't get it. That's okay. But don't allow those people to distract you or make you feel some type of way about who you are and your ascension. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a blissful day. I hope this message resonates with you guys. Um, I definitely want to put out more messages. We're gonna see how this one goes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, stay up, stay up. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow this world or any of the distractions to distract you from your mission, and that's the most important thing in this moment. Now we got this. It's in our favor. We have the power. We have it. We chose it for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to do the due diligence to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? And be that example or be that light. You know what I'm saying, for the whole world to see. King Sage out. The Cosmic Sun Deity out. One love.